What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. I used to live in Washington, D.C. I was the first Republican to ever vote at my precinct. They even took photos of me voting in a MAGA hat because it's so strange to see an actual Republican living there. I lived in D.C. for a number of reasons, but this is where it got the start of my career. Anyway, I don't live there anymore. The point is that I had friends that were Democrats. The entire city was Democrats. And I still keep in touch with some of these people, and they're like, what the hell is wrong with my party? A lot of them. Right? I would never be friends with like a psychotic, like pink hair, but like a lot of Democrats have had the party leave them. And Elon Musk is one of those people, right? Who donated to Barack Obama and so on, and has like made it very, very public and very, very clear that the party has left him. And that is what we've seen here in this most recent Lex Fridman podcast, where Elon Musk talked about how wokeism has destroyed the middle of what used to be the Democrat Party, where you had sort of a country that agreed on a lot of stuff, and that it's not him becoming a Republican, it's the Democrats becoming like Marxists.
Previously left or center left. What would you like to see in order for you to consider voting for Democrats again?
No, I would say that I would be probably left of center on social issues, probably a little bit right of center on economic issues.
It's like what?
And that still holds true.
Yes, but I think that's probably half the country, isn't that?
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Probably more like 89% of the country, where a lot of people just kind of are like, well, please, can you just not F everything up? Can we just have like a little bit of both? And more than that, just leave me the F alone, please. Right? That's what these people can't do. That's why the people that I know that would consider themselves Democrats, they don't recognize their party anymore. Elon Musk saying this, talking about the woke mind virus, which is essentially communism rebranded. Watch.
Past year or so, since purchasing X, you've become more political. Is there a part of you that regrets that?
Have I?
In this battle to sort of counterweigh the woke that comes from
I guess if you consider fighting the woke mind virus, which I consider to be a civilizational threat, to be political, then yes.
So basically going into the battleground of politics. Is there a part of you that regrets that?
Yes, I don't know if this is necessarily sort of one candidate or another candidate, but it's I'm generally against things that are anti-meritocratic or where there's an attempt to suppress discussion, where even discussing a topic is not allowed. The woke mind virus is communism rebranded.
Well, I mean, that said, because of that battle against the woke mind virus, you're perceived as being right wing.
If the woke is left, then I suppose that would be true. But I'm not sure. I think there are aspects of the left that are good. I mean, if you're in favor of, the environment, or if you want to have a positive future for humanity, if you believe in empathy for your fellow human beings,
those are all
being kind and not cruel, whatever those values are.
Yeah, whatever those values are. So Elon Musk has gone hard against communists, against the woke mind virus, which is communism rebranded, as he said there. That clip's been ping-pong balling around like crazy. The entire podcast is really quite good. Yeah, most things that Elon Musk does, I tend to agree with, but most especially when he is responding to me on X, particularly to this video about AOC, where Elon Musk says, when it comes to him messing with her, that it is what can I say? It's a naked abuse of power. What a psychopath AOC has to be to make this video. It still is quite remarkable that this happened, but I do love this timeline. It is the most entertaining timeline.
Community event in the Bronx in Co-op City. And when I get home, I see a text from my team saying,
totally,
hey, let me know if you need any help with this Elon stuff. And I was like, what? So I pull up my Twitter app, and it's like gone. Like when you pull up your mentions and stuff like that, it's just like literally like a blank screen, totally gone. And I was like, that's weird. So it turns out we got under a certain little billionaire skin.
What if I did my show like this? What if I did? Would you think that I've had a mental breakdown if I like split apart? I just happen to be eating lunch right now. Always eat lunch at my desk. If I split apart my chicken and was shoving it in my mouth while I'm like talking about like, oh, Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Would that be normal? No. What a pathological sociopath AOC is. Who eats chicken like that? You're crazy. Elon Musk might be crazy for AOC. We don't know. But the love story continues because Elon Musk was asked about AOC right after talking about communists, of course, AOC herself, a communist. Elon was asked, hey, are you actually in love with AOC? Now, the two of them have had some interesting interactions on X. AOC has, and Elon maybe in love. You never know. You never know. But Elon has talked a bit about AOC. Like, for instance, this meme that sort of like shows them apologizing to each other and locked in a glance. Elon responded with a little heart emojis right here. So what does he have to say about AOC? Have they ever hung out? Are they best friends? Are they secret lovers?
When AOC secretly friends, or bigger question, do you wish you and her and just people in general of all political persuasions would talk more and with empathy and maybe have a little bit more fun and good vibes and humor online?
I'm always in favor of humor. That's why we have a funny mode.
But good vibes, camaraderie, humor, like friendship.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't know AOC. I've only been at one. I was at the Met Ball when she attended, and she was wearing this dress, but I can only see one side of it, so it looked like "Eat the Itch," but I don't know
what the rest of it said.
Yeah, something.
I'm not sure.
Something about the itch. Eat the itch.
I think we should have a language model complete. What are the possible ways to complete that sentence? And so I guess that didn't work out well. Well, there's still hope. I root for friendship.
Sure, sounds good. More carrotless stick.
Elon Musk going to war there. He wants to eat AOC. Tax the Rich was the dress that AOC wore. And if AOC and Elon Musk were to ever have a one-night stand, well, she wouldn't like his nightstand. This is Elon Musk's nightstand. He took a photo of it. A lot of a lot of Diet Coke there. A just massive firearm, a handgun, and then like a Revolutionary War, like flintlock looking pistol. Elon Musk loves guns. Here's a video of him firing a Barrett 50 caliber from his hip. Pretty based. The memes that Elon Musk has shared. First Amendment is for sharing memes with friends. Second Amendment is for when they try and stop me from sharing memes with friends. Elon Musk has a lot to say about war and his thoughts on war. That was what a lot of the rest of the podcast contained, as, of course, America's most successful military technology manufacturer, right? The American military couldn't operate without Starlink that Elon Musk owns. I think this is an important conversation. Here, have a little listen.
What degree do you think war is part of human nature versus a consequence of how human societies are structured? I ask this as you have somehow controversially been a proponent of peace.
I'm generally a proponent of peace. I mean, ignorance is perhaps, in my view, the real enemy to be countered. That's the real hard part, not, fighting other humans. But all creatures fight. I mean, the jungle is you look at people think of this nature as perhaps some sort of peaceful thing, but in fact it is not. There's some quite funny Werner Herzog thing where he's like in the jungle, like saying that it's like basically just murder and death in every direction. Mm-hmm. I mean, the plants and animals in the jungle are constantly trying to kill and eat each other every single day, every minute. So it's not like, we're unusual in that respect.
So like I said, somehow controversially, you've been a proponent of peace on Twitter, on X.
Yeah.
So let me ask you about the wars going on today and to see what the path to peace could be. How do you hope the current war in Israel and Gaza comes to an end? What path do you see that can minimize human suffering in the long term in that part of the world?
Well, I think that part of the world is definitely like if you look up there is no easy answer in the dictionary. It'll be that like the picture of the Middle East, in Israel especially. So there is no easy answer. Or what this is strictly my opinion of is that the goal of Hamas was to provoke an overreaction from Israel. They obviously do not expect to, have a military victory, but they really wanted to commit the worst atrocities that they could in order to provoke the most aggressive response possible from Israel, and then leverage that aggressive response to rally Muslims worldwide for the cause of Gaza and Palestine, which they have succeeded in doing.
A lot of people seem to be using this tragedy to beat the drums of war and feed the military-industrial complex. Do you worry about this? The people who are rooting for escalation, and how can it be stopped?
One of the things that does concern me is that there are very few people alive today who actually viscerally understand the horrors of war, at least in the U.S. I mean, obviously there are people on the front lines in Ukraine and Russia who understand just how terrible war is. But how many people in the West understand it? My grandfather was in World War II. He was severely traumatized. He was there, I think, for almost 6 years in East and North Africa and Italy. All his friends were killed in front of him. And he would have died too, except they randomly gave some, I guess, IQ test or something. And he scored very high.